general. Now I'm a wartime president.
Your inner circle's been compromised. Let me fix it.
Watch yourself. You're not Steve.
Captain America. Brave New World is shaping up to be one of the most pivotal entries in the next phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This film is not only the first solo outing for Sam Wilson since taking up the shield, but also a symbolic continuation of the legacy Steve Rogers left behind. With Anthony Mackie fully stepping into the spotlight as the new Captain America, this movie aims to explore what the role means in a rapidly changing world and how Sam redefines the mantle on his own terms. Audiences have already seen glimpses of Sam's internal struggle and the social context of his elevation in The Falcon and The Winter Soldier. But Brave New World promises to push those themes even further, embedding them within a high-stakes global conflict. The movie dives deeper into the world's political turmoil post-blip, and Sam finds himself at the center of a conspiracy that could destabilize governments and alliances around the world. One of the most talked-about additions to the movie is the return of General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, now played by Harrison Ford following the passing of William Hurt. This casting not only adds a legendary name to the MCU, but significantly raises the narrative stakes. Ross is no longer a military man on the sidelines. He's now the President of the United States, representing a formidable challenge for Sam as the two face off ideologically. Ross's presidency is expected to be far from peaceful as he pushes militaristic agendas and struggles to maintain control amid rising threats. His complicated history with superpowered individuals and possible future transformation into Red Hulk add an intriguing layer of tension. In this role, Ford is anticipated to bring both gravitas and volatility, showing Ross's descent into a more extreme form of leadership, potentially clashing with the very values Sam represents. The film promises a compelling political edge that mixes superhero action with government dynamics in a way Marvel has rarely done before. Another exciting return comes from Liv Tyler as Betty Ross, a character fans haven't seen since The Incredible Hulk. Her involvement suggests Marvel is finally bridging narrative gaps left over from early MCU phases. Her dynamic with her father, now President Ross, is bound to create emotional tension, particularly if he undergoes a transformation into Red Hulk. Betty's presence could also signal that the events of Brave New World are not just political, but deeply personal for the Ross family, and may serve as a grounding force in what is otherwise a high-octane plot. Additionally, her knowledge in science may play into whatever super soldier or gamma radiation-based storylines develop. These character callbacks not only excite fans of the earlier films, but also reinforce Marvel's effort to unify long-separated threads across its cinematic history. Sam won't be alone in facing these threats. The film introduces the next generation of heroes and allies, with Danny Ramirez returning as Joaquin Torres, now taking on the mantle of Falcon. His evolution into a full-fledged hero gives Sam someone to mentor, while also presenting a dynamic team-up reminiscent of Steve Rogers and Sam's early partnership. Together, their synergy is expected to bring a blend of classic aerial action and emotionally grounded teamwork. Shira Haas joins the cast as Israeli superhero Sabra, whose inclusion marks a bold expansion of the MCU's global scope. Her character is complex and brings cultural layers to the film's geopolitical themes. While Sabra's comic book origin has sparked conversations due to its controversial history, Marvel is reportedly approaching the character with care, updating her narrative to fit today's landscape. Her presence will not only add to the international flavor of the film, but likely stir philosophical debates among the characters about nationalism, power, and justice. Another major addition is Giancarlo Esposito, whose role is still tightly under wraps, but his casting alone has generated enormous buzz. Known for his iconic performances in projects like Breaking Bad and The Mandalorian, Esposito's involvement hints at a major villain or mastermind lurking behind the chaos. Whether he plays a classic Marvel antagonist or a newly reimagined threat, his inclusion is expected to elevate the dramatic tension of the film. Fans are speculating that he could be pulling strings behind the scenes in the same way Baron Zemo manipulated events in Civil War. His intellectual menace, calm demeanor, and ability to command attention make him a strong counterpoint to Sam's directness and moral clarity. The tone of Brave New World is said to be grittier and more grounded, than recent MCU outings, leaning into the political thriller vibes seen in Captain America, the Winter Soldier. This tonal shift reflects the complexities Sam must navigate, not just as a superhero, but as a black man in a leadership role, grappling with responsibility, public perception, and historical baggage. The film isn't shying away from these themes. Instead, it's doubling down, offering a more mature, reflective take on what it means to be Captain America in today's world. Sam isn't a carbon copy of Steve, and this movie's narrative arc is about him owning that difference, pushing back against expectations, and proving that he deserves the shield. Not because he was chosen, but because he chose to stand up and lead when the world needed him most. The action set pieces are being carefully constructed to showcase Sam's unique combat style, using his wings, shield, and agility in tandem. These sequences are designed to show that he's not a super soldier, but someone who relies on strategy, courage, and innovation. This distinction is key to his character and offers a refreshing perspective on heroism. Unlike many of his predecessors, Sam's power lies in his humanity, his empathy, his commitment to doing the right thing even when it's unpopular, and his ability to inspire those around him. The action will serve as more than spectacle. It will reinforce who Sam is and what he stands for. Marvel is also reportedly threading seeds for future storylines in this film, possibly setting up the Thunderbolts movie or other upcoming crossover events. With Ross potentially becoming Red Hulk and darker factions rising within government ranks, Brave New World could act as a bridge between the grounded espionage narratives of the Captain America series and the more morally gray territory explored in Phase 5. This balancing act, between maintaining continuity and forging a bold new direction, makes the movie one of the most anticipated entries in the coming MCU slate. While some fans have expressed concern over Marvel's recent projects, feeling bloated or unfocused Captain America, Brave New World seems to be returning to character-driven storytelling. With Julius Ona directing, the film is in hands that understand both intimate drama and sweeping spectacle. Ona's vision is reportedly to blend those two elements, focusing on Sam's personal growth while still delivering the large-scale thrills fans expect. From the casting choices to the philosophical questions being raised, this movie isn't just about fighting bad guys, it's about redefining leadership, confronting legacy, and rising to meet a world that is more complicated than ever. As Marvel Studios continues to build out the future of the franchise post-Endgame, it's clear that Sam Wilson is set to become a central figure in leading this new chapter. Captain America. Brave New World isn't just a sequel, it's a statement. It signals a shift in tone, a commitment to representation, and a bold approach to storytelling that prioritizes depth, growth, and resonance. Whether you're a longtime fan of the Captain America legacy or new to Sam Wilson's journey, this film promises to deliver a story that's both timely and timeless, one that honors the past while forging its own brave new path forward.